Hello, everyone. This is Jersey Lee Z, you may call me Lee. And it's time to see who we're playing against. Because, like, honestly, I don't really know. Like, who's... Like, what side are we on? I guess they made the first move, right? So we're playing black, and they're playing white? I don't know. It's confusing. But I think they don't intend you to bring the chess metaphor that far. Turnabout trigger. Yeah, we've lost the rook, or they've lost the rook. I don't know. With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelly the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could never have predicted. Oh, yeah! I kind of forgot that Shelly the Killer, you know, took a man to knife point with one arm. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. Fuck forensics. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. I can't believe he's fucking dead. Jesus Christ. What a scene. A man lays dead. A reporter is being accused, and honestly, she's pretty fucking sus. Tiny thief and gay prosecutor just kind of standing there, and then a serial killer who is not the killer, probably, in this case, holds a man with a neck brace at knife point. Only an ace attorney. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? Sussy. Oh, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? Oh, he's smart as fuck. As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Ha! Sorry to disappoint, but... Did you seriously expect him to be standing there waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies in only the successful conclusion of this investigation. I'm just kind of here, you know? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. Alright. Kind of fucking strange, taking orders from a serial killer, but whatever. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, Gumshoe's out there, doing stuff. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes. Are you gonna bring out Little Thief again? That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Okay, Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I thought not. Again, like, as fucking always, I am the only one that has any kind of semblance of brain cells. But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom. You could say every nook and cranny. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Which means I'm gonna look at everything but the body. Hey, look at that. 2 gas masks, in case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. Wow, gas masks! I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about him, of course. Oh? From a fellow thief, I presume. No, from the Jammin' Ninja. You know, my favorite kids' TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns. Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane? And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two. And I do so need these brain cells, because nobody else has any. Also, you know, Jammin' Ninja kind of fucking sucks. It's got nothing on the Steel Samurai, you know? Someone has left an inflatable boat and an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time. Wait, but there's only one oar! You can still row with one oar, you know? Yeah, have you seen someone use a boat with it, like, with an oar, Kay? How you doing, girlie? I'm doing. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not souls. But then why lie about your jackets and the laser sights? That was... I just knew y'all would think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this. I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but... just try not to worry too much, because I still haven't exactly ruled out that you are the killer. I mean, like, narratively it makes sense that you're not. However, you are extremely fucking suspicious. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another. Thanks, Chief, I believe in you. How many times must I tell you I am not your chief? Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were Chief number 2. That's not what I meant. Ugh. Girl, your life is on the line. Now is not the time for bits. The president is on the other side of this door. What a door it is! But I could get the better of it, though. Get the better of it? Doors aren't there to be beaten. Well, look at how heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there begging me to try it. That's kind of like the only thing I actually learned about thievery. I learned a couple of cool ninja moves, like kind of just like a dodge roll, and how to jump real high. And then I learned how to pick locks, and that's pretty much it. I mean, that's basically what ninjas all do, right? Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course. Precisely, for you to open it, of course. Wait, what is the right answer, anyway? It's locked so we don't fuck with shit, I guess. It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. I miss Nook and Cranny. Hey look, it's us! This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh? I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself, but oh, this is the beginning of Edgeworth needing glasses arc. I can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. I'm facing away from the camera. What do you mean? Oh, my bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines. You know, on your forehead? If you've quite finished. I'm gonna go get Botox after this, god damn it. Plane. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Huh? That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders cannot hope to approach without being spotted. I mean, other than me. But such measures would be mere child's play in my case. Whoa, you're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen? Can you teach me? Shit. Where's that fucking fan fiction? Of course. With ease. You have to teach me how, please! Are you taking on apprentices by any chance? That's a serial killer, Kay. Kay, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you? Sorry. Had to ask, though. What a great skill for a great thief to know. Unfortunately for you, I am not the type to take on understudies. I mean, unless I kill them later, but yeah. I don't imagine you want to be killed. You're not, huh? Shame. Shame? In what way exactly? I love this fucking menagerie of morons. What on earth is this? Wait, is that even a screen, or is that just... That's not even a screen. It's just a plushie in a cavity in the wall where a screen would be. Oh, that. It's the president's favorite plushie. Hello, April. You could still learn a thing or three from a killer. Yeah. Especially how to, you know, murder people. I don't think Kay should do that, though. It's a memento of, something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why has it been chucked into the TV? Left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. Certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display my a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole. Now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Really? Really? I couldn't tell. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. What the fuck is this thing? Is this like an... like on-the-go slot machine? A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me. Curiouser and curiouser. And look, there's a big lever right by its butt. Yeah. Don't even think about it. I wasn't thinking anything, I swear. She was definitely, like, already hands on the fucking lever. I imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet. Huh? Ah, I see. So he's standing on a trapdoor. Why is there a trapdoor in a fucking plane? I strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so and you will regret it. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice. Especially from when it's from a professional killer. Oh, so it's okay when you take advice from a killer, but not when Kay wants to? You fucking hypocrite. Paper. Documents of some kind. We could always steal a glance. Oh, shit. Another security plan. Lead Rook, second night. Also covered in case of amphibious assault? What? Spectator area should be covered at all times. Oh, I just noticed that the pawns... There's pawns, is that in the other... thing? Hold on. Interesting. Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, it already said, but they switched, right? Because of his neck injury. Oh, yeah, like the one from the trash can. Precisely. Wait, something feels off. Eureka! The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? I mean, yeah. Huh? Oh, you're right! Inversed. Yeah. We made some last-minute changes yesterday. A president's orders. Interesting. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. Oh shit. Wait, hold on, he's like one arm choking him out? That's kinda crazy. That's kinda crazy. Wow. professionals. Professionals are certainly on another level.
If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too.
And where were you while this was happening? Why is he so fucking cool? Listen, he's a straight up serial killer, but he, like, has he? No, he has, like, murdered someone, but it was, like, you know, under contract, so he never actually got caught. I hope he's not caught by the end of this. I want to see him, like, show up again. It'd be so funny. Like, this guy is straight up is just a hitman for hire throughout the series, shows up as a witness several times, but is never caught.
You were the first one I overpowered, were you not? Kinda fucking shit, man.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shut up, kid!
Ah, now I get it.
Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. What? It's you! Busted up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Honestly, it's a shock that he works with you. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention. I'm just as good as he ever was.
You sound like you killed him, honestly.
You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend. Now what the heck do you know?
Hello, Digi. What do you think of, Shelly showing up again? I'm glad. And he's not even a radio this time. Like, it was shocking. Ugh, God, to be sure, but like it makes me wonder, like, if he'll show up again in the series going forward, you know? Because I think it would be just extremely funny if the, like, notorious hitman of the series just never gets caught. So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard.
Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. Good man. Whoever killed him, I'm killing you next. It joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me.
So that's the connection he was talking about. Does Edgeworth, like, know that this guy, like, kidnapped Maya at some point? Like, that loose thread remains up to this point. And
that's why we changed up the security plan to have less people, because there's no pawns on it anymore. So, yeah, less security is surely the fucking solution, and not, you know, tighter, like, background checks or anything. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks.
Can you imagine Phoenix told him about it at some point? Yeah, probably. But, like, I guess it's been a while.
The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts 2 people. Me and Rook.
I don't think he should. You're kind of sus. How does that explain your change of position? Where's the queen? She's at home. She's chilling. Oh yeah, you switched over to the right-hand side.
I told you I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side.
Again, feel like it could have been given to a more, you know, physically able person to guard, you know?
Like, I realized it was a trust thing, but there's gotta be more than 2 guards he trusts. Like, he has a whole ass entourage. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Interesting. Bulletproof vest. BDGD. Oh, like for a second, I thought it was just like a shitty fucking like parody of AC/DC, but no, it doesn't line up. Unfortunately, it's close though. That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special. Oh, I didn't even realize the bullet. Whoop. Yes, to protect him from bullets. You know the president's a dick when he won't give his bodyguards paid sick leave. I mean, classic fucking boss, right? What? So it's not just for show? He wasn't wearing it on the outside, Kay. He had clothes over it. Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why'd you just say so? Now I feel silly. You're always silly, Kay. What are these? Fucking, like, sexual assault whistles? Like, alarms? Or is it one of those, like, I've fallen and I can't get up! Fucking life alerts. He never saw Shelly personally. He knows of Shelly and is privy to, know that they were on that hunt for him. Vaguely recalls his voice. Yeah, but, like, he doesn't, like, mention, like, hey, you're the guy that kidnapped my friend's friend. I guess, you know, it's been a bit. These personal safety alarms are very colorful. It looks like they get a lot of use as well. I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too? Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he's human and therefore only possesses 2 hands? Duh. Actually, I think he's a fucking lion. But either way, still, he would not have that many, limbs. 20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Bum, 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 bum. There's a birdie over there. The solid circular life preserver, designed to be used in case of an emergency on the water. Or rather, the sea, to be more precise. Ah, the sea! I love the sea! We should go sometime. Sorry, but you'll have to make that particular trip without me. Aw, don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. Only if I can go in my suit. I do not strip, Kay. We can have lobster rolls, ice cream, all the good stuff. Something tells me the sea isn't the main attraction for you, is it? Fine, we can go to the boardwalk. I'm just not stepping foot on the beach. I dislike sand. It's coarse, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. A riot shield, and next to it a canary in the cage. Aw, she's so sweet. I want one. Do you ever see a cuter partner in crime? Partner in crime? It's a fucking bird, Kay. Well, yeah, she could help me with lockpicking, stuff like that. Not like scouting? The bird's gonna lockpick? A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth. Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? This guy's, like, paranoid. I guess you would be if you're a fucking president. Scour the scene! Whoa. Now, where does that sand quote come from? You hear it so often. Fucking Star Wars, I think. But it is
I've never actually seen Star Wars, and like it's kind of a cultural osmosis thing that I've just picked up. It's a bulletproof attache case. Wait, is it attach? Like attache? Attache? I have no idea. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. Why? Why not just bring a riot shield? There was some in case photograph too. From the second or third movie. By that you mean the prequels. I see. I see. Like my cultural osmosis understanding of the prequels of Star Wars is that they are the memeable ones. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. Oh hey, that's the photo I snatched! You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay. But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know? I take it snatch is your new favorite word. Maybe. Wig snatched. He's fucking dead. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. Looks like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. Okay, but do they issue just straight up revolvers to security detail in fucking Zhengfa? Pretty much all the movies are memes. Weird Al has done parodies. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy for Weird Al. It's kind of his thing. You should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zhengfa too? Yep, sure was. We're always issued with the same model gun. Interesting. Interesting that you would say that, because now it has fully implicated you. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. Where'd it end up? He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Jesus, what a sharpshooter. Wait, where the fuck is the bulletproof vest? I saw the bullet in the fucking vest. Looks like we know who the real killer is. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Oof. The medics must have been brought in to try and save him. Sadly, it was too little too late. He kinda got shot, like, through all of his important shit. It's the victim, Mr. Bastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zhengfa. He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started. Which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath. Hey, hell yeah, man. At least they'll get posthumously promoted? Hey, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth. What do you mean? I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. Yeah, they're kind of, independent. It's a trapdoor connected to the lever on that curious figure. If someone were to open it, everyone would fall through. Mr. Rook, Mr. the Killer. Don't even think about it. I mean, I wouldn't dream of thinking up ways to take you down. Might I suggest you keep your monologues internal? Oh, I said that out loud? That's crazy. It's literally here. Could I not, like, deduce? Okay.
We got some logic. Oh, okay, there it is. Where'd the bullet end up? In the vest. Does that make, like, trajectory sense, though? I feel like if it gets... Okay, so it goes through Rook's armpit, and then, like, through his body, and then what? Like, into the bottom part of the president's bulletproof vest? That's kind of crazy. Like... Huh. Like, was he, like, crouched down when he was shot? 2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How's that possible? How indeed. The numbers don't add up. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? However, there was one possible explanation. Crazy how this remaster containing an assassination attempt came out months after a certain person's attempt on his life. Yeah! Looks like that... looks like that guy from Street Fighter. I'm trying to remember, like, my very vague knowledge of, like, Street Fighter characters. I've never played. I think I've seen one that, like, had that military cut. Probably. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. No way! No shit. He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. The Genshin impact. Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure. I've known guys who got broken bones that way. But thankfully, Rook, you know, kind of softened the blow with his entire body. But the president's okay, he's made of strong stuff. Does he need bodyguards then? Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Would Edgeworth play Genshin? I guess that depends. Is there a Steel Samurai-esque character in Genshin? You know? Like, logically, no. But, like... for the bit. Is there, like, a samurai... Maybe fucking, what the fuck is his name? Kazuha? He's not exactly, like, steel, though. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort. You can tell all of that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away! Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find. Oh, what? But I was all set for some analyzing. Sorry, we can't do forensics until Emma shows up. Okay, let's see. Guns. The 2 guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zhengfa. The bodyguards got their guns from Zhengfa authorities, right? Yes. Are they, like, super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. The model isn't exactly, easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not possible either. Wait. Certainly not impossible, my bad. Ah, boo.
Here I thought there might be valuable treasures. I could have pawned this one off. Yes, it is something of a shame. However, I think there are more valuable things in this room. Whoa, I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once. I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. And therefore you would be in jail, Kay. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. Huh, see? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation. You could say that, I guess. Alright then, it's treasure hunt time. On with the investigation. She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. At the notion of stealing shit.
That's quite enough investigating for now.
Ugh. What's taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Listen, he's not a fast man. He's just a very dedicated man.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case?
No. Not yet.
Is that so? Well, I guess this guy's gonna fucking die. And perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you do so.
Another witness? Who? I like how the tutorial case of this game is being headed by, like, a serial killer. You don't mean... The killer brought the bear to his client. I remember that fucking bear.
The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door.
Oh shit. He really intends to have me question the president?
Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Now stop right there, killer! You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you! What fucking choice do you have, moron? You kind of have a broken neck and a knife at it. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Yeah, he does not value shit. Ugh. Tabby's just in a corner sulking, like this entire segment so far.
Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of man you really are. What are you, from the Wizard of Oz? Are you a cowardly lion? Fucking pussy!
In the cat way.
Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this! Let's all just calm down, alright?
Come on, detective, where the blazes are you? Eee! The lights! What's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still.
How did you do this?
It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No, stop!
I can't believe he's dead. Kay! You won't get away with this, the killer!
I've seen enough, and now I know the truth.
Where are you? Where did you go? Ugh! He fucking gone. Oh, why is he cool? This looks like a hero shot! Wait, what the fuck?
I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is he so fucking cool? God damn it.
Worth.
Mr. Edgeworth. A supervillain shot? Yeah, but like... Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe? Sure, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! He's conked out. Man is schmoozing. Must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay. You're alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me, he didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying. I think it'd be really funny, like, you know, Edgeworth got hit in the head, you lose points of logic. You gotta find him again. Edgeworth laying down sprite is hilarious. It reminds me of that one Ralsei sprite in Deltarune, where he's just, like, fucking squashed against the ground. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Where's Lang? I guess he's not on this case. Like, yeah, like, it's his president, but I guess he's not necessarily involved just because it's a Zheng Fa thing. We'll see. Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, this bitch. Girl, do you want to look more suspicious? Come on. She told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. It seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. And you have a gun, right? Fucking use it, Gumshoe. Like an inflatable boat is a pretty big target. What about the cordon around the park? I'd call it everybody back to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water. No. So he's completely slipped through our fingers? Yeah. Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Law of conservation of character roles says Lang has to get involved eventually. Yeah, probably, yeah. Like, he didn't die in the first game, so he definitely has to show up here. I don't know if he'll have, like, a prominent role, though, because I think we finished up his little character arc, right? Of, like... Or maybe we'll learn, like, why he fucking hates prosecutors so much. I know he said it's like, oh, because you guys destroyed my fucking country economically or some shit. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Hold on, what was your fucking name again? Bronco. What a name. What a fucking name. He definitely comes from the wild, wild west with a name like Bronco. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Calling card. Marked with a seashell. This fucking shit again. Remember when Maya just, like, doodled on that thing? I guess he wanted to leave a message. Calling card data jotted down to my organizer. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. He didn't kill anyone, though. What, I can't flip it over? You bitch. Come on. Come on. I know he fucking wrote something on the back. I just fucking know it. But you're not dead, sir. But it could have been. Maybe that's the message. Can't stop thinking about his parting words. I've seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Now I know the truth. The truth about what? Roger that. All clear out here. Oh, roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over. Oh, what's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Oh, good for him. Now? Just so you know, I'm Gaia. Jesus fucking Christ. Why is his suit, like, form-fitting? Why? It's so strange. So he's the president of Zheng Fa, Mr. Dijin Wang. And you, It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I can't tell if this guy or the night guy is the killer.
Imagine Edgeworth saying, "Roger that, sir. Sir, roger that, sir." Oh, it feels weird. Feels weird on the tongue.
The honor's all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Di Junwang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis.
You must be referring to the Ontagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder.
You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if the killer did get away.
It's very kind of you to say, so he was watching through a security feed. Fucking coward. The Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes.
Oh, he's definitely the killer. Ain't no fucking way. Not again with this fucking extraterrestrial rights or whatever the fuck. What do you mean?
Fucking E.T. phone home and gets tried at home and gets away with it because I own home. Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has apprised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhengfa's police force, the finest in the world.
Oh, God. Like, who are you going to call in? Fucking Lang and his lackeys, his 100 lackeys? Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have... Detective, shut the fuck up. This is a man of great import. We can't be, you know, picking fights willy-nilly. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to say, I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction. Mr. Wang, you do recall that the Kadopi investigation was nearly shut down by abuses of power. Listen. Politicians gonna politic, you know?
You fail to see? Then just get better eyes, loser. Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state. I say no! 1,000 times no! I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you've gathered, and remove yourselves from this plane.
Nuh-uh. I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth. Who's the killer here? I straight up don't know. Like... It makes me think like, oh... It's either that it's straight up just... It could be like either like, oh, it's one of them working alone, or maybe it's this guy and he's getting help covering it up from the president, you know? Ugh. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Not again with this fucking politics bullshit. Objection? No! What the fuck? Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us? Oh my god. Everything's fucking gone.
Now you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect.
Yes, sir, right away. Oh my god. You're scary, sir.
To make an attempt on my life to murder one of my faithful servants. The effrontery to the villainy.
I didn't murder nobody. Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Like, this guy plays with his gun too much to not be the killer, but I also really hope that the president is also taken down.
Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity. Can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no! 1,000 times no! There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. Maybe in that giant gaping maw of his. And if I leave him, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do! Like a, antiquated law. Why don't you just say, like, I summon the, summation... What the fuck was it called? Summation... what was it called? Summation... Reevaluation? That's not it. Think, Miles, remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? Against that man? Goddamn. You've confronted the lies of witnesses, encountered the arguments of other lawyers. Usually the one lawyer. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. Unless you're Phoenix. And yet you always got the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. And, the ability to think. My god. Oh, fuck. It's chess time, baby. After I go to the bathroom real quick, I need a quick little, bio break. Sorry about that. BRB. I'm back. I think you mean Summation of the Court? No, it's like a thing in Chronicles. It was Summation something shun. Summation Examination? Is that what it was? But, just gotta get those obscure laws to find our way out of this. Or just, mind chess our way out. Now let us analyze the state of play. Oh, I'm not tabbed in. Whoops. Up, papa. Here we go. Oh, he's angry. That's funny that he's got a knight. Be gone, puny prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of a president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive,
The best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself to an attack easily. Can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moments. My first aim should be to find out why he's insisting on Zheng Fa taking over the case. Maybe because he's the killer, I don't know. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Kapoosh. Kapoosh. Why am I off the case? Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case?
Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering.
Okay, he's aggro, so...
I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern.
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me try another tack for now. Who's gonna take over? Please, about the case.
Did I give you permission to speak? No! 1,000 times no!
Bitch! This ain't fucking high school! This is literally America. Probably. Japan-California. Like, we have freedom of speech here, probably, maybe. Yet I will be heard. No, he's being aggro.
I am the leader of Zheng Fa. I have no time for your insolent backchat.
I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. And Japerica, yes. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? Conditional freedom of speech. If you perceive, it's like Schrodinger's America. If you perceive that you are American in Japerica, then you have freedom of speech. And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure Japan also has freedom of speech, but like, who fucking knows? I don't know, man. I don't know laws. I'm just a simple country lawyer.
I do. Now enough of your pointless questions.
Does this count as aggro?
Good boy.
Ew. I don't want to hear that from you.
Only one man can call me good boy. The interior of this plane is sovereign territory of Zheng Fa. You have no rights here.
Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. Could be a useful clue. Why am I off the case?
Imbecile, shut the fuck up! I need not explain myself to you, because I said so, and I'm the president, bitch!
Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. Upon. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced... Wait. I've deduced... In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. Grr.
You smarmy smart aleck. Look at you with brain cells. Fuck your brain cells. I have brawn cells. Do you see my pecs? Like my impeccable pecs and my abdomen? Like, I had this suit tailor fit to show off every single muscle.
As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zheng Fa. And from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? I've had enough of that fucking bullshit, man.
You need your brain cells, though. Enough! Cease your objectionable whining. I find that very objectionable.
Things getting too hot for you? Wait, does this count as aggro? No, I'm just gonna go for it. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. Brawn cells.
Brawn cells sounds like some kind of cancer. Oh, no. Brawn as in, like, brains versus brawn, because he's so fucking muscular, you know? It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. I can't believe we just killed Bronco Knight on the spot.
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
Hey, Lang, come pick up your president. He fucking crazy. Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Let's dig a little deeper into that claim that the plane is a sovereign territory, shall we? Whoop! Oh, feels great. This next move will surely decide the victor. I like to, like... Edgeworth does chess puzzles, but, like, only chess puzzles that are, like, you're 2 moves away from checkmate. He may be the president, but nobody's untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. You've overplayed your hand. Does that rule really apply here? Brawn cell! Watch the Game Awards? I haven't, actually. I have not. Have they announced anything, like, anything cool? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Do you even understand what you're saying?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself?
I don't know, your words seem pretty bad, and your forehead seems pretty, scrunkled. You're the one who should be ashamed, you fucking bitch! I have nothing to be ashamed of. You know, I did have something I was ashamed of at one point, but, you know, legally my boyfriend kind of helped me out with that, so... Fuck you, man. You're aggro.
I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness.
You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Probably, maybe.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zheng Fa!
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. You've overplayed your hand. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else.
Lang, your president kinda sucks. Can I send him to jail? Like, would that be okay with you? Fuck you.
You dare tell me how to govern, how to lead? You dare contradict me?
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
This is Sparta!
I haven't seen a This is Sparta reference since, like, ye old times of those, like, YouTube poops that would just, like, sentence mix that bit into songs that, like, frankly were not even that good, like, in hindsight, but, like, were the hypest thing ever back then.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate.
How do you know, though? Yeah, of course she's the culprit. Well, even if she is, I've still got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There was no other viable suspect.
There's plenty. Fascinating.
So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you are asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness.
Only one person may say foolishness this many times. And it's my sister, dickhead. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who's being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Your chivalry is admirable, but, changes nothing. The knight works for me. He's the most chivalrous.
Time to deploy my clue. She fired at you from outside the plane. Then extraterritoriality doesn't fucking apply, bitch! Tisk fucking tisk. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. I'm curious, what happens... what happens when the laws are different between, border countries and you shoot from one country into, and the victim's on the other side of the country? Which laws apply, I wonder. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. Get fucked.
How could I have... bested by a mere prosecutor, but I am the president! The president!
Huh. Checkmate, bitch. The place where the death took place or something. Jesus Christ. Yeah, probably. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. You fucking aggro as shit. It's a little disconcerting that he can nod without the back hair moving.
I hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval, bitch.
Back when we had no AI-generated voices, voice mixing was the only thing to make YouTube poops. Yeah. Snooping as usual.
Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity...
I hate this word.
Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby...
Stop yapping, dude!
There can be no other outcome, for our goals here are lofty in our hearts!
Shut the fuck up!
People of Zhengfa! I swear to you here and now, this investigation will continue!
We're not even there! All that when he could've just said, okay, you got me? Jesus, shut up, man. Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence, please? Oh, wait, this is sus as fuck. He definitely fucked with the evidence while I was away. This bitch. Take it. This is sus as hell. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, yeah, that's the... Okay, that's still correct. Okay, interesting. I mean, none of the photographs are missing. Is something missing? Did we have an evidence profile for the other gun? I'm just like wondering. We sure did. And now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
You see, this is how you can tell that this guy sucks at chess. He doesn't realize that the pawns are, like, some of the most important pieces on the board. Like, yeah, they kind of suck at first, but, like, they kind of control the field in the early game, and the early game determines the end game. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What the fuck do you want now? What is it?
Oi, watch your muzzle! Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify? The fucking gall!
Whoa, that's your next move? If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? You sussy man. But which one of these guys is the killer? Is it both?
Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks.
Thank you for your cooperation. Hook, line, and fucking sinker.
Now listen, and listen well. I'll only say this once, or, you know, however many times it takes for you to, find the flaw. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang! A shot rang out and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby.
What? Plain unblemished balloon of red? Brother, the Steel Samurai is not a plain unblemished balloon of red. What?
No, I'm not hesitating for a moment. My bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Essay's done. No more. You're free. Let's go! I guess if you look at it one way, the president's also a victim here. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. Or he's the killer, you know? A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Hold it!
Why were you on the stage? What were you doing? Giving, like, a speech or something? Weirdo? And how would you describe the incident exactly?
Oh, you naive little man. Do you really think your silly simple question will shake me?
No, I'm just asking.
I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel.
Oh my god. He's doing bicep curls. Jesus Christ. Is it elastic? Is the suit elastic? I need to fucking know.
And while I was speaking to my adoring public, no less.
Rook and Knight jump in front of me.
Hold it!
When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted?
Was I aware of No! I was aware of my audience, nothing else. When I step up to the podium, I enter another world entirely. A place of rapture. A place beyond words.
Oh my god, the fucking... the bass.
Yeah, I think that's what's called stage fright. I bet you were like a deer in headlights.
No! 1,000 times no, I'm a fucking lion. I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched into my memory. When Rook and Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback. Then bang.
Balloon.
Hold it!
About that red balloon.
Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor?
No, Mr. President, I simply wish to confirm what you remember.
Very well. There were these two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hue stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would.
Same security plan we found at the trash can, I assume. Huh.
Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded.
Bodyguards tried to escort you back to the safety of the plane.
Hold it!
You said they tried to escort you back onto the plane.
Yes, that is exactly what I said. They threw open their attached cases.
That must be the moments Kay captured on camera.
And immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft.
The second shot.
Hold it!
Do you know where that second bullet went?
Is this how you treat a foreign dignitary, or do you really think such needling questions are necessary?
Oh, what's he so fucking upset about? Don't get your panties in a twist, you stupid cowardly lion.
Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits. You know full well where it went.
Right through Rook and lodge yourself in the bulletproof vest. If I may ask, what was the victim like at the moment?
He was a man amongst men, a real hero. The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane.
So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Oh, so he's claiming, like, he technically died in Zhengfa, so... doesn't fucking count.
Yes, he offered his noble protection and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be.
That sounds nice and all, but doesn't that just mean he's always the first to make his escape? He's the president, detective. It's basically in his job description to do so. Nothing he's saying seems too off base. I think he's a fucking coward for saying that last bit, though. Guy's the victim here. Wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, you know? Unless he's not the victim. Guess we gotta assume he's telling it. No. One of the things he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime. Huh? We missed something? Alright, let me see that evidence again. Might as well take another look at another look myself. Unblemished balloon? You mean the fucking Steel Samurai? How dare you? He is like everything but plain. Bitch. In practice, both governments should be working this one. Shh. Governments working together in my video games? I could never. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst. But I strongly beg to differ. It's, you know, quite impressive. Ugh. Take a look at this. I think you'd agree it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
No!
Oh my god. Wait, why is he holding his breath? Wait, is he doing that thing where he like he puffs up his chest by like holding his breath? Like that's kind of impressive that he can like do that though. Like just at all times.
What?
Who is that?
Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him, considering he's the best in the world. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country. Like, basically fucking everyone watches this, including all of the adults. I'm not weird. Yeah, you need to watch the Jammin' Ninja too. He's amazing. Shut the fuck up, Kay. We're not here. It's not about him. This is not about the fucking Jamming Ninja. This is about the Steel Samurai, okay? So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was in fact of the Steel Samurai.
Okay, I don't give a shit. But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons. It's a placeholder graphic. He sure does a lot of posturing. Take a shot every time the Steel Samurai is plot relevant. Well, you'd be fucking dead by the end of investigations, considering Edgeworth is that big of a fucking weeb.
Now, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself!
Wait, is that what he said? Yeah.
Oh, Knight!
Yeah, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it.
Yeah, the samurai dog's cart.
From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said.
No, don't bring Larry back. Please, I can't handle him again. Please fuck off, Larry. Please, not now. A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh.
They filled the balloon part up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon.
It's so fucking dumb. Oh, but Larry's the best? I don't know about that. He's annoying, and it's like, oh, he's funny annoying, but he's also, like, annoying. Just annoying sometimes. So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. They blew that man's ass up. That's a Pixar mom ass now. Is that the long and short of it?
Knight, why was I not informed of this?
Sorry, sir, we didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
Would you really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Yeah, I would too, Edgeworth. Are you kidding me? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course!
What's that outburst for?
Now I remember. Like, very conveniently, I remember now. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it.
That's right, the wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Is that so?
Yes, those 2 flags. They were being blown back towards me.
No. It can't. It can't be. It literally can't be. Because of this. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. Strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. Does that conflict in any way with our current understanding of the case? Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimonies revealed yet another contradiction.
It has? God, I've gotta stop talking. Come on, invoke the first, man. Stop yapping all the time. Yes, a contradiction that can turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. The hole in the flag. Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced that the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. Boop. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. Now it's gotta be someone on stage. Whoa! No way, if the flags are pointed in the other direction. Exactly, our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know, we may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. I guess I'm initiating war between countries again. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate as the one who fired the shot? I guess Knight?
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Get fucked. Sorry, I'm so eepy today. But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? I don't know, maybe he's bored. This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? First amendment to the Constitution, shutting the fuck up, yeah. Did Larry let them borrow his only remaining steel samurai balloon? Good God, Larry. Listen. He doesn't use it anymore. He's currently busy being Laurice Donim. That Mr. Knight, a man who saved my life countless times. Countless times is my would-be assassin. Seriously, Edgeworth. We've put up a lot from you, but this... We're President Wang's bodyguards. You say we, like the other one's not dead. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant. Can it not? Therefore, I need proof. Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment. AK, you got any... Yeah, there it is. Okay. The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I may have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Oh wait, it doesn't show in the picture. Hold on, does it say in the recording? No.
Is that the first or the second shot? Perhaps it could also show us what was happening with the flag then, too. That's the only thing I got. Okay. Your proof is in this picture right here.
This should be good. Which picture where?
We can see which way the flag was really blowing right here.
Take that!
I kinda almost overshot it. Well, do you deny that this clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means your pal over there did shoot the balloon? Making him the assassin? Mr. Knight is not the assassin, I think. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Yeah. Besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point?
As a distraction, I guess?
And watch how you answer. I might aim for something else next.
Can you? With that broken-ass neck? I'll just run to your blind spot, dumbass. There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case. These? Hey. I was kind of guessing because they both mentioned Knight, so why did Knight's assigned position change?
I told you I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side for the stage.
But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? Mayhaps. And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
That's right. The president was the one who ordered the change. I'll never forget what you did to the Steel Samurai. Logic time. Pew. If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. What's been bothering you, man? I have no idea. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? They were the security. Why would they, and why would they then carry out their shopping wearing such conspicuous items of clothing? I mean, it's red and it's raining. It might, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I fully lost that fucking train of thought. Holy shit. Like, I bailed that fucking train mid-sentence. I think I fell asleep.
Carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing. Oh yeah. Why use a laser sight that would give away the location in an instant? Precisely to give away the location, I guess? You call him edgelord. I mean, yeah, he kind of is for the first couple of games, but then he gets better. And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? Maybe he's just built different. These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. These are the questions you should be asking people. Wake up, sheeple! There was only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. What? Huh? Ugh. Idiot, you do understand what you're saying? Are you waging war on another fucking country? Goddamn, dude. Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak to me that way? Oh, wait. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke? Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. I've taken down one cultural, leader of sorts. I can take down another. I mean, granted, he was an ambassador and not really a president, but I can work my way up. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. I don't have any superpowers. I literally just have, basic fucking logic. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again. He did? Yes. He fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. Wait, why? Oh. And as for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create an impression that the president had been hit. So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest? Like, planted beforehand? I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all. That's not true! I was shot, I tell you! I'm a survivor! I'm a victim here! What are you victim blaming? I'm gonna cancel you on Jengfa Twitter! That Wang guy's jacked as hell. See, but he has this one sprite where he's like holding his breath. So I like to believe that he's just like, he's doing that thing where you hold your breath, ooh, and it makes you look more buff than you are. Or at least more, fit. It like accentuates your muscles. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? Oh shit. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it had to have passed through Rook to get to the vest, so there should be blood. That's crazy. Ugh. But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in the photograph. A person with the red hood.
Objection!
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory point is not only, the trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. Yeah, where does Tabby fit in all of this? Yeah, like, fact of the matter is she was still pointing a fucking laser, I think? She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. And she took the job because she's poor as shit, I guess. Now, highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme. But I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I mean, she's still accomplice to murder, but whatever.
I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at their president. That's right. Then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooked shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Red-hooded, my bad. Then when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could just vanish into thin air. I don't know, man. But then the case would have gone cold. Like, honestly, I would not leave the weapon... Like, especially if she's not wearing gloves. Like, would she realistically... leave the weapon at the scene of the crime? Just in the trash? It seems stupid. Exactly what our friends here were hoping for. Makes sense now that they wanted you off the case. Indeed, because of the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. I bet you aren't even real Steel Samurai fans. Oh, wait, what? Wait, actually? What the fuck? Man, my guy. Was he actually just holding it in the entire time? I was joking. A red-hooked shooter. Man car door hook hand. My god. He really... No, my guy. I think you do need some kind of Botox. Like, normally I would not approve of, like, using, you know, using Botox, but, I'll make an exception for you, man. There's no fucking shot. He really was holding that shit in. That's crazy. That's kind of impressive, though. Like, how'd he do that? How the fuck did he do that? No, Presidential mask has well and truly slipped, and also he's not fucking jacked. Now he's accurate. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen?
Objection!
What? Oh my god. Objection. Okay, good. Okay. That answers the question that I had about this game. They did dub the undubbed objections. Okay, cool. I was confused. Cause it's like, oh, this game is ancient and it has like Edgeworth's old objection lines. Are they gonna have just like different quality objection lines for the characters that were never translated? And I guess so, yeah. Komu no facelift. It's beyond facelift. That is entire body lift. Like, that man is a shapeshifter. He is a fat bender, you know?
Mr. Knight!
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king.
Okay, but can you explain why the horsey move like that?
So go ahead. Keep running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words. He wouldn't, would he? I think he would, Kay.
Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands?
You had a fucking shield, my guy. You just used your shield to hide it. Look. It literally shows you pointing your fucking gun. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's nuts. You just wasted remaining bullets, you fucking idiot. Yeah. Listen, he's not a conservative guy. He's just a show-off. An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. A certain something, huh? Mighty specific. I'm leading up to the point where the player chooses the certain something. Okay? I need to phrase things vaguely. Do you know how video games work, dumbass? What did Knight use to hide his actions from the crowd?
Take that!
My tash case? Yeah, get fucked, dude. A show-off who wastes bullets unnecessarily. He's showing off that he can afford extra bullets. Yes, take a look at Kay's photograph. Get fucked. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. Jesus, fucking great timing on all of these photos, Kay. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
Also, oh no, that's left, right? Wait. Yeah, his left. Okay. You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Noticed what? That theories are all you have. Conjecture's nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind. Precisely at the right moment. I hid my gun with my attache case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation. Circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. Wait, the fuck? You confirmed that last one. You literally were the one that told us that. What? You think a monkey has a better chance of getting away than all of these criminals? Probably. Ugh. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. That shit's gone, man. The fuck you talking about? Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet's at the bottom of the lake. Gonna go dredge it up? Yeah, let's bring that fucking metal detector back. Gumshoe! Go get Missile and get the metal detector. Ugh. I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth. Hold it. Bitch. Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? No, never mind. That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. And how are you going to write your fucking, how are you going to write your tabloid? No pun intended, although every pun intended with Ace Attorney names. If you don't speak up, you're going to be going to jail, and then you can't write your article. So, make it make sense, girlie. You are a journalist, after all, are you not? Yeah, but, journalism isn't necessarily, truth spreading, I also really need that bag, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm gonna be real, my article writing skills are not that great. I think I'm, better off at fake assassination jobs. Dang it, I can't stay quiet any longer. Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours. I like how he continuously spins the gun while he's talking. How has that thing not, fired off once? This man's gonna accidentally kill himself, I swear to God. Missile's busy being a ghost, helping another ghost turn back time. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. He's busy being a lamp right now.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie.
I sure wish that was, you know, a common truth.
You know, dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before.
What is it?
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot nobody.
You stupid! I thought I told you, when you squeal, you go down as an accomplice.
I'm sorry, you're just admitting that you hired her? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Shingfa's embassy sniffing out a story like I told you. This is 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff. But what about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. All he's told me.
Are you sure? Because the bag had, like, a brand that is also on your jacket, so it's kind of sus. Unless that's, like, the Gucci of this world, in which case I guess it's that common.
All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am.
Girly pop. Hold on. Listen, I understand that the average IQ in Ace Attorney is like maybe 40, maybe less. But like, what did you think someone would want you to point a laser pointer at the president was trying to achieve? This journalist is about to go missing. Yeah, she is.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. And also, think a little bit before taking random fucking jobs. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
Ugh, what's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you had intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet,
What is this face? He did almost shoot himself, but also what the fuck is this face? That's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I want to fucking take a screenshot of this. Just a second. Yeah, okay. I got it. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
So, let me get this straight. You told Tabby, if you let slip about a fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. But then you tried to, you know, push the crime on her anyway? So, like, do you want her... Like, you want her to... I'm confused, because, like, if you're gonna be accusing her anyway, then why wouldn't she come forward with the truth, you know? Like, it just seems like a really ill-advised, plot?
The face of a man that almost shat himself. Yes. Yeah.
Or something like that?
Avoid the dirty! I said no such thing!
You literally just admitted to it. Are you stupid? Is he dumb? Hold it! President Wang, you're still relevant? You know, he has never looked more lion-y. Until now, honestly.
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity's been on the wane back home. And everybody knows that a good, assassination attempt or two really drives up the ranking. It works every fucking time. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it.
And next thing you know, a lawyer and a journalist are reported missing, and Mr. Wang promised he'll get them back. Yeah. And the bullets in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today, other than a laser pointer.
See, they're making it seem like we're wrapping up, but I'm still getting evidence. Who killed Rook? But then, what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
I don't know about that. I kinda doubt that, unless someone hired him to do that. Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hope to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job. I don't know about that, man. Who hired him then?
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh? And what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? I didn't want to sacrifice the Rook. I want all of my pieces to be good. I don't like sacrificing any of them. I am not very good at chess. That's mostly Bronco's thing. If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real? Oh.
That's true. Honestly, I think the most, terrifying part of this sprite is, when he, the eye bags. The eye bags. Who put a long key in her head for a fashion choice? It's like a fucking ninja thing. That's true, and therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Zhengfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
This is a more believable fake attempt than what some people claim for a certain someone. Ah, yes. Certain people that shall not be named for legal reasons. Oh, he's got opinions on that. Mr. Rook must have been Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow. He's literally the Cowardly Lion. Sounds like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir? Gumshoe. I guess you are trustworthy, you're just not reliable. I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really.
That seems dangerous.
I tried to involve him, but he refused. Oh.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
Oh, this is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
What's so great about him anyway? I was the better one. What's gotten into him? What's your fucking beef? What, just because you suck? Jesus, dude. It was just another piece on the board. There to protect you, nothing more.
Mr. Knight, how could you? Oh! Last time I checked, knights couldn't, castle or anything. I think that's what they do. I don't play chess that often.
Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most.
I value your support too, of course, but...
Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here.
Okay, so you're just announcing to the world that you're the fucking bad guy? Okay. Mr. Knight, you arrogant little shit. He's jealous? Is jealousy over a job position really a motive for murder? Like, was he just embarrassed that he got fucking ganked by the killer, and Rook is the one that caused him to flee? That's kind of crazy.
Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team.
Oh yeah? What's your fucking rating, dude? What's your fucking rating? I don't know what mine is because I don't actually play chess. But what's your fucking rating? I bet you can't beat, what's his name? Russian guy.
We are all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? The man just died.
Why? My plan this time was perfect. As they always are, and as they always will be.
It's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook!
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me.
Uh-huh.
And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. You know, serious major blunder from Rook.
If Mr. Knight was in chess, he would be a horse with a neck injury. Yeah, he would move like a knight usually does, except he can only move in one direction, you know? Like he can only move leftwards on the board.
Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. He was a good guy. Please, stop being mean.
Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
No, I'm pretty sure he just wanted to get paid for doing his job.
But did he die protecting the president? Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily white queen over there.
Wait. Hold on. What? I know fucking queen, bitch.
Miss Lloyd.
Again with this, I'm not your dang assassin. You literally hired me, man. You also, like, straight up fucking admitted it.
But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The gun in the trash can, it can only belong to you.
Knight's Gambit. Woo! God, I fucking love Presto tracks.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back into the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Ms. Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
The single shot from this gun that shot 2 bullets.
Come on, let me turn it around. He surely left me a clue. Like, I have to wonder if he switched this gun out for his own, you know? So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the rook, Edgeworth.
I mean, it does sometimes. Like, have you played chess? Sometimes you protect your other powerful pieces.
He protects the king.
You want to translate? He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess?
I mean, technically you never actually lose the king. You lose chess when you go into checkmate, which is when you're about to lose the king. So, like, actually... But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed. I mean, not really, Edgeworth. That's just kind of part of the game. You'd, like...
Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I keep the president safe. I win.
It's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case. For this is where our battle really begins. I can't wait to mind chess you. Because you probably fucking suck at it.
Hold it!
Where's the queen? I bet she can do something. Well, he just called Tabby the queen. So, like, presumably she's the queen, but, like, the enemy queen? I don't know, man. The victim really didn't take part in your little plan, then, did he?
Nope. And we kept him in the dark on the details.
So, he really thought the president was in danger? But wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him.
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know.
You're just gonna lampshade that? Alright, man.
Even if he did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. Still had to protect his king.
And he was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He really was as capable as they say. Unlike you fucking bitch.
Not so capable that I couldn't read him like a book.
What?
I made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance.
Why? Left Rook here in this room while he secured the president in the safe room.
Hold it!
Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real.
But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at, hanging out in his plane, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world.
I mean, I would do that, honestly. Like, if I was just shot at and I got to, like, a different room, I would probably be like, you know, grape juice it is. Like, because, you know, wine doesn't exist in Ace Attorney. It's all grape juice. And what was the victim doing during all this? Mr. Knight, you're gonna commit sewer slide if you keep spinning that gun. Yeah. Well, he almost has once.
Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway.
And that's how you fake your death, not a way to boost ratings. Yeah. Rook was lying there on the ground.
Hold it!
Where on the ground, exactly?
Right where he is now, the middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut, though. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. And thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Why are you so smug about it, then?
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way. He was a good man. Oh, that was my favorite piece.
He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here right now to save your good name. I'd call that dereliction of duty. What would you call it?
I think I call it him being dead.
It's a prank, Mr. Rook. An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say. You're neither, like, honorable nor trying.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
These journalists, okay, must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. Weren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attache cases?
Yeah, open them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into covering positions and used them to shield the president.
So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in the defensive shield. Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson?
No, she was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot.
So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit in an area where, you know, he wasn't covered by a bulletproof vest. And the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attached cases and through the gap in his vest?
Seems crazy to me too, but the facts are the facts. You know, she's from the South. They're probably gun crazy down there. Huh. Not that I would know anything about being crazy with guns. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hands. That single killer shot.
Hold it!
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say, like, there were 2 shots. So the second shot had nothing to do with you.
Right. That one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the scoop she'd have bagged if it had hit its mark.
I'm a journalist, you hear? I don't make facts, I report them. And, you know, sometimes journalists make up facts, too.
Yeah, journalists who signed up to a fake assassination plan in the hopes of getting a story.
That's not... Listen, you didn't tell me shit about it being an assassination plot, alright? I thought he was just a big kitty and he liked laser beams, alright? I bet the real assassin is already in Huawei drinking a coconut. Well, he's right here, so...
Look, I'll admit it. I set the whole thing up.
Alternative facts? Nah. It's not fake news, it's just alternative facts.
And your role was to aim that laser pointer at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Who knows, maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too?
So Mr. Knight suggesting that he first fired 1 shot, and then Miss Lloyd fired 1 more. Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had a gun on her. Beats me where she could have gotten one from, but hey. His entire testimony is pure conjecture. You can't prove any of it. You're right, let's hit him with some cold, hard, undeniable evidence. See, like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna say, like, I'm gonna need to say, like, oh, it's not a single shot, there's, like, 2 bullets missing. But, like, he could literally just reply with, she shot 1 bullet sometime before this, you know? So I'm gonna save. I don't make facts, I report them. I'll believe you the day Scotland gains independence. Feels bad. Actually, there were 2. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. And I can't exactly prove that it was fired twice today, but, you know... There it is again! What is this fucking face? If you keep this up, I'm gonna make your death the next new headline. Yeah, she's just gonna straight up kill Knight. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon. I get it! So that's why it's got 2 spent rounds, huh? Precisely. And as we've already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon. Which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out.
Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was, I wonder,
Take that!
the guy playing with the gun? You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook.
Oh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only Tequila who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of this bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room, and the door of the airplane tightly closed. It was just you and Mr. Rook alone together. And that it was then that the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body. Rip.
Objection!
Objection.
Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
You have your own gun. Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. Is that true? That's kind of crazy. Oh my god, I just wanted to buy a new camera. I just needed a little bit of bag. And, you know, I would have been able to buy some fancy new equipment. But goddamn, this guy's a fucking murderer. What are the chances, man? But wasn't the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
I didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
No. Well, that is,
What's gotten into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important.
I was scared. Like, I was in on the plot, but the gunshot scared me anyway, so I was just kind of cowering in a corner and hiding.
Please, President Wang.
Oh, fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears, actually.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. They're fucking scary. I want to go back to Oz. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and oh, it's just too much.
Jesus, when Gumshoe feels bad for you. Ugh. That there's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. You old, scared, dumb pussycat. Yeah. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means that you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight, how could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed that old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day.
I don't make speeches that often, so it's not really a day after day thing, man. I want to believe you, but
Edgeworth can understand that. Listen, only when there's an Earth/Skyquake, okay? Or if he's in a particularly bumpy elevator.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't a murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you know that there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
See, yeah, that's what I was fucking saying. What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday, or the day before, or 10 fucking years ago, man. I don't know.
Gotta lay the Cajun spice on thick.
Then today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook.
It's pure speculation, pal, and you know it.
Maybe. But can you prove it's not true?
Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. You know, shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give, a fake assassination's a bad name. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
Ugh! There must be something, mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabby's... please, Ruffles. I messed up. I know I did. I should have never done what I did. Not even for a scoop. Not even for bag, I really wanted that new camera, but it was not worth it. Mr. Knight, he's taken. Yeah. He is, fully dedicated to that man. But murder? Nah, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body. Other than the bear trap. That's a little murdery. Conclusive proof. Only I could prove that the Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Right. Perhaps I can.
If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun.
If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Oh, it's even showing us in this flashback. This is a little bit cheating, right? It's a little cheating that they're showing that he was directly in front of the monitor case. That's why it's shattered. He broke one of the monitors. Edgelord looks like he's having a heart attack. He always does when he gets surprised, He should not have that. Yeah, he shouldn't. But, they, fucking whatever goes in Jing Fa, I guess. Forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from. I bet he fucking switched the guns, though! Because he had the evidence for a little bit. We're gonna, find the bullet. We're gonna find the bullet in the fucking monitor. I see it with perfect clarity the rest of this fucking case. We're gonna find the bullet. We're gonna, do the forensics, and it's gonna be whoa, it's not that gun! And then it's gonna be the other fucking gun. It's gonna be the gun, it's gonna be the gun in our inventory, because we're gonna test it for, his gun, right? But then we're gonna be actually, you switched the guns, and he's how are you gonna prove that? And it's gonna be some fucking shit. I don't know, maybe fingerprints? Maybe Edgeworth's fingerprints. Because he touched the gun. Someone else touched the gun. Who knows? That's so Raven Future Vision type beat. Yeah.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
Objection!
Hold it right there.
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof.
Of course I do. Totally.
This ought to be good. All right, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is not in my possession. It's here, though. Not currently in my possession.
All right, then. Thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
All right, end stream. Thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. I'm joking. Oh, damn, the crawfish in the plate are overcooked. Now it's even more sad.
Damn. Not overcooked crawfish. I can't even eat crawfish.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest.
He's right. If the president had been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse.
But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it was hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on. Come on then. Don't keep us in suspense.
Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? Oh.
Take that!
Now, there's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yeah. A prosecutor with some common sense.
No, I have all of the sense, unfortunately. None of my co-workers are, sensible people. And pretty much no other lawyer here is sensible. They're just lucky sometimes. Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Now what the fuck? What the fuck is this plushie doing here?
Oh.
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid.
Oh, that's my plushie. What happened to his other horn? No. No, he's missing a horn. Where did it go? No, this is tragic. I spent $500 on this plushie. So sad. I used taxpayer money for this guy, you know?
You shouldn't do that, sir. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. There's like 3 more bullets in the plane because Mr. Knight's is like spinning the gun. Yeah. They're just all in the ceiling though, so those aren't the ones that we're looking for. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
There was. I have no idea what my plushie...
It is his plushie!
What my plushie is doing there now, though.
It's his comfort plushie. It appears someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So, where'd the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir! Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? I have no objection to the search. Please go ahead. You're being kind of mean right now, Knight. What happened to the good boy? The good boy that I hired? Oh, if it'll help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way. What do you... I don't believe this!
Dude, it doesn't work for you. You're literally not even from there.
Rook this and Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else?
He is fucking jealous, this fucking bitch. What a name, Gumshoe. At least Gumball's better than Gumshoe. Well, Gumshoe literally just means detective, and his first name is Richard, which is often, Dick. And Dick is also another name for detective, so Gumshoe's full name is Detective. The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind. Sure, I found a monitor! He's jealous that the Rook and the King castle on a regular basis. Hey, yo, what are they doing in that castle? You know, I guess the Queen does have to be out of the way for the Rook and the King to castle, right? Maybe they already lost their Queen. Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. Let's see if I put my hand in here and just... No! Gumshoe, that's like sharp glass! Come on, come on, come on! Got it! Gumshoe is bleeding everywhere. Well, would you look at that? Blood. Oh, I think that's mine, sir. God damn it. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. Not really. Castling kingside's more common. Shh. Let me make infidelity jokes. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested straight through your heart. Even you must now admit, if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. It's a good thing I switched the guns, right? What? No pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found. Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it. Would identical model guns, would they have, the same, like, ballistics markings? Or would they be different? Alright, let's see what forensics has to say.
Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim.
Did they wait on the damn plane? Listen, yeah. Also, holy shit. Like, Wang's gut is like, the president's gut is like fully out. This shirt was very clearly tailored for him to be holding his breath in the entire time. That's kind of crazy. Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Do you think those bald guys are the bishops?
Secondly, you found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key parts, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon.
What? But how could that be? No way! Oh, come on!
There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet.
How? Because he fucking switched the guns! Can we think critically for like 2 fucking seconds? How long is this gonna take? I'm tired of holding it in. Where's the bathroom on this damn plane? Is it here? She just like goes into the safe room, gets locked in there. Whoops.
Ha! Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right.
Oh my god, stop fucking juggling! What are you, a clown?
What's the matter? You didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board.
Stop!
Because the only one backed into the corner here is you.
Here we fucking go. Where's my mind chess?
There's no denying it.
Forensic, oh my god. Woo!
There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? Can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it.
Knight, you are now implying that Lloyd was in the plane. I mean, is he? Hold on. Yeah, I guess. Wait. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. Who pulled the trigger? I was on stage.
Yeah, I don't know. Edgelord's eyes close up. Looks like he's tired and depressed. Well, he is tired. I don't know about depressed. Like, I don't think he's depressed anymore after Phoenix cleared his name from killing his father. But he's definitely still very fucking tired because he's the only person. He's the man carrying this series as like only brain cells. Your move, Edgeworth, but just remember 2 things. 1, where you found that gun, and 2, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it. Can't have been I can't have been the shooter. How did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm telling you, perfect fucking clarity. He switched the guns, and then we're gonna prove that it's not, like, we're gonna prove that the gun that he's holding is actually, you know, is actually the gun that we had in the first place. Knight's counter, okay. This arrogant fucking bitch!
Hold it!
No, that's...
Objection!
Objection. What was it you said? That forensics would back you up? You know, there's nothing worse feeling than, like, hearing an objection from a character and it's, like, vastly different from the voice that you gave them. But I'm not gonna fucking... I'm not changing it. I'm committed to this. How's it feel to be shot in the chest by your inconclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine. Damn it, he's got repel gun. The bullet and the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. Kinda has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no? Even so, I simply cannot accept that. But sir, there's no denying the evidence. Or isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay? I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question. Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Call it my great thief intuition. Intuition. Still, she could be right. See, she also had a fucking That's So Raven flash forward. She knows the truth. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but... If I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... the gun? While all this is happening, Tabby's eating crawfish in the with hot sauce in the corner. Damn, this is some good crawfish. Yeah, like, it's thankfully not overcooked. The gun, I guess. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Now hand over that evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Indeed, he had ample opportunity. You need a pretty darn big vessel to boil crawfish the traditional way. Listen, they've probably got a big fucking crawfish pot in that safe room. She just smuggled herself in there. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. Which means it must belong to...
Take that!
Horseman. The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. Whoop. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area.
This is where I presented, I'm pretty sure, but I'm just gonna press because
Objection.
Mr. Knight.
No, you hold it. You were the one who proved this. Or are you saying that forensics was wrong?
The bullet had the victim's blood on it, which means it must be the one that took his life. And it does seem to have been fired from the gun we found in the trash can.
Don't you just love this? Your face, Edgeworth, what a picture!
Ugh. Of a man in dire straits, yes. Well spotted, you. You see, that's how you know Edgeworth is in a bind. When he says that he's in dire straits, he would never say that he's straight. The next day, a horse was trapped in a bear trap. Ah, yes.
Let's just agree that the facts are what they are and move on. That gun fired the fatal bullet.
Who pulled the trigger?
Hold
You, bitch. Yes, who indeed?
Still can't bring yourself to admit the truth, huh? I get it. I was in your shoes just a few minutes ago. Burned me up on the inside, you know. Made me really want to shoot someone.
Ah, yes. Things that you say when you're trying to prove yourself innocent.
Sorry. It's no laughing matter, I know. But we both knew who really did shoot someone, don't we?
Can't have been me, I was up on stage.
Hold it!
What proof is there that Miss Lloyd fired that gun?
What proof? How about the forensics you ordered?
They didn't find our prints though, did they?
Yeah, the only prints they found were yours, pal.
Objection!
From when I confiscated the evidence, probably. Anyway, say it wasn't Miss Journalist. Who was it? 'Cause it can't have been me. Your own investigation put the shooter in the spectator area, didn't it? Ugh. You ready to admit it yet? All the evidence points in one direction. The hack killed Rook.
Hold it!
That's not what I proved at all.
Oh yeah? So what did you prove?
That you're an idiot and you fired like 5 shots into the ceiling.
Still trying to make it this about how I fired the first shot? Sure, you proved that and I admitted it. But so what? You're forgetting that you're here to do one thing and one thing only.
You got that right to uncover the truth.
And you think ruining our country's relationship with Zhengfa is gonna do that? No. Your job is to solve an attempted assassination. Nothing else.
Actually, I did, in fact, take down a very corrupt government just the other day, literally weeks ago. I'll decide what my job is, thank you very much. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Oh, sure. Let the trail go cold while you flip your wig over. Who gets to say what to who? Or you could finally do the right thing and admit that your little friend is guilty.
Never. You're the guilty one here. There's no doubt about it. You're literally so fucking evil, dude. The markings on the bullet are consistent with those left by the weapon from the trash can. But if Mr. Knight were to have tampered with the gun somehow, he could have only done it once I'd handed over the evidence, and not a moment before. Isn't there anything we can do, Mr. Edgeworth? There must be something. Our reasoning thus far has been sound, I'm sure of it. Which means we can overcome his defenses this time as well. Really? Even with the forensics results on his side? If a testimony is untruthful, there is always contradiction to be found. Let's listen to what he has to say for himself one more time. Nuh-uh. It's your gun.
Objection!
Tabby taking a video of this, like, this is gonna be the headline. Yeah, she's switching over, like, no more, like, physical articles. She's only doing online, like, news articles now. And it involves a video of just them having beef in the plane with a dead body on the ground. Admit it, you switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings match the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
Prove it, bitch.
I bet, right?
An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And
You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. Oh shit. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Now, what the fuck is wrong with these people? That one bodyguard. Which one? They're identical. Then not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
I did, huh? You think somehow I knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future?
I mean, yeah. You said it yourself, Grandmaster, right? You see several moves ahead, right? Is that so strange? You're a chess player, after all. A man so, well used to thinking several moves ahead. But honestly, I bet my rating is better than yours.
I'm flattered, but as much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch?
I bet my fingerprints are on that fucking gun.
That gun's the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence.
Oh, really? So fucking weird.
And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None! That's what.
You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure.
Hey, I never said I was a modest man.
Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you? I could make one, though.
Shame. Still, that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I imagine.
Hold it!
A coincidence, you say?
Was it a necessity?
It can't be both, pal.
Sure it can. The bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about him. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use.
What? Okay, but why a revolver? Like, why not just like a fucking pistol or something? Why say your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease of use. You know, spent casings to chase down, for example.
Exactly. Perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail. Or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
There's a laser sight attached. No shit. Because you swapped it on there.
Put up a shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence?
Here's your fucking evidence, bitch. I flip him off. Well, that is...
Don't come making accusations you can't back up. Why did your daddy never teach you that?
My father is dead!
As it stands, the facts are in my favor here. Take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what you'd expect to see.
Yeah. Just making sure. I'd been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder?
I mean, I've refilled this thing 3 times since stepping into the plane. You can see how many I've shot into the ceiling up there, you know? This old girl here? Well, now.
Stop your fucking juggling app.
I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw.
Bruh. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. Every time?
But even if I were to tell you how many there were at this time, you'd have no way of verifying that.
Of course. In order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. Oh. Like, his print should be on the bullets, right? He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means...
Alright, I think it's time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? Game's all but done, see?
See, like, I don't understand why people that plan murders don't just wear gloves more. You know? It feels like you're asking to leave fingerprints behind.
So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what.
Hold it!
The proof is...
Something he clearly don't have. If he did, he'd have made your move by now.
We do so have proof, right, Mr. Edgeworth? We won't be given the chance to investigate any further. We'll have to work with what we've gathered. Miles, consider all the possibilities.
If you got the goods, it's now or never.
How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns? Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing. I mean, we have the CG. I can see him doing it right now. But that in itself is proof of a kind. Because otherwise the striations shouldn't line up like they do. Right, sir? Right. We must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. The truth is in there somewhere. Okay.
Hold it!
Oh, fuck. I meant to press the other one, god damn it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Exactly 2 bullets fired. This backs up what we heard on the recording. This must be the weapon that was used. Can't we just, like, take a bullet out? How do I prove this? Like, I don't think I would use this one, right? Hold on. Let's save. Like, I know what they want me to do, right? But, like... I assume it's this gun, right?
Objection!
Yeah, okay. Tisk fucking tisk. I have your proof, right here.
That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth.
Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you.
I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead and make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely.
The evidence the gun will provide takes form of... fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
Objection.
My prints? Pfft. Of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection!
What if I told you there are prints on part of a gun that you shouldn't have touched on, at any point?
What? Where? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happen as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective.
2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir?
On the bullets. You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different.
There was 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We all know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook. Ending his life. So 3 bullets in total. plus the few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. Which is kind of fucking wasteful, but whatever. With his bare hands, of course. Killers really need to start wearing gloves. I don't understand. Ugh! Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report? Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. And you didn't think to fucking bring that up? God damn it, do I have to do all of the work here? I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. That's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin. I didn't. Huh. Dumb fucking bitch. Checkmate. Your rating sucks, dude. No! What a face. No! Holy shit. How many guns you got? What the fuck? Is that the Thinker? What the fuck? Was that the fucking samurai dogs from the last case? What? I was gonna be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook, if it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. Why do you care? My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Bruh. Oh, you know, I just put it together. The reason why he has all of these, like, fail-safes for, like, if he gets into accidents and shit is because he's a cowardly lion. Like, yeah. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. You're under arrest, dumbass. Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. Except, you know, I won. I said checkmate. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. Oh, right. But it's not fair! It's not fair. Well, ain't that a fucking Chekhov's gun? He's gonna show up later, isn't he? He's the murderer again! Can you all believe that this all took place on the lake? That Edgeworth was, you know, like framed as a killer? You'd think he'd be a little more traumatized.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Oh, you got it back up. Okay. Good for you, man. I don't know how you do that. That's honestly kind of fucking impressive. Oh, that would explain the fucking, like how many wrinkles he's got in his forehead because he's trying to keep all of that flab together. That's kind of crazy.
You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
And also, you know, I lost my other guard, so that fucking sucks. He's suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the plane. He's even doing, like, a fucking, like... He's doing some kind of fucking asserting dominance pose.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him.
You want me to handle it, not Rook?
Rook refused. But I can rely on you, can't I?
Oh, you let it go to his head. You never let a fucking, like, egomaniac let it get to his head. Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is.
Well, no, he's a Rook. It's in his name. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Well, sucks to be you then, Mr. President. Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you'll have to live with. His hair, like his back hair does not move when he nods. It's a little eerie.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. In Zhengfa, this is punishable by death penalty, and I will accept what comes to me. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful.
Can I go now? I need to take a piss.
Nah, she's already pissed in Gourd Lake. It's fine.
I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. If all goes well, I will be tried here and won't be put to the death penalty. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Jingfa. You will always be welcome.
Oh, no thanks. Oh my god, Jesus. Fuck! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Oh, y'all don't know how ungrateful I am! All's but ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. However, you were kind of fucking an accomplice. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. Ah, no. And I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. Isn't that a straining pose? Yeah, like Listen. I'm pretty sure the president was like, you know, straining every single second of every single day. You know, at least when he's outside. There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. There was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum or earns eternal gratitude of president. Or, you know, Lupusakigp for short. As that for headline? It's too... Hey, that is my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how's it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Oh, dang. You untight-lipped son of a gun. As well I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? How come, sir? Because we still have to go to court, Gumshoe. Because until we unravel the story behind this case will never be completely over. The calling card?
Take that!
Dekiller's calling card. Mr. Dekiller has yet to complete his assignment. You mean he might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. I, like, sincerely doubt that Dekiller is going to actually kill anyone in this game. Like, I think it would just be... Like, that is Ace Attorney's humor, you know? Having an actual... It's something that they share with Danganronpa, I think. Like, having an actual killer and not do any actual killing. I mean, I know he did kill that one fucking guy, right? That one guy, but... the Matt on Guard case. But... I think it would be really funny if he was, like, prevalent throughout this entire game and does not kill a single person. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of our president, the case was all over the news. And my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. Fucking Tabby, that bitch! There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed,
Nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Video games. My god. The captive turnabout. Not another fucking kidnapping case, bro. Not again. Wait, is this my bitch? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What? I forgot what her new fucking name is. I know it served. What the fuck is her new name? I just know that she looks really fucking cool. That's all I know about her. She looks really cool, and I think her old name was like Justine Courtney in the fan translation, but I forget what her new name is. It's something like real hot. Something like gavel. Like something Gavel? My bitch? Well, no. She is the bitch. You know, she's not my bitch, but she is the bitch. Like, the bitch, like, affectionate, you know? Like, I am not, like, saying anything about her character. I just know that she looks really sick. I've seen, like, fan art of her, and she's, like, cool as shit. More gallery shit. What do I got? Just murder scenes and shit? Yeah. Whoa, spooky. God, look at this fucking dude. Look at this fucking dude. How can you be that epic with a broken arm? It's kinda crazy. It's kinda crazy how cool he can look with a broken arm. Where's that one where, Knight is getting choked out? There it is! That's crazy. God, he's fucking cool. Oh, hey, the fucking twin guards are here. Oh, you can actually see, Rook in the process of breaking his arm. That's kind of crazy. But, you know, Knight is straight up just getting throttled. Like, single-hand throttled. It's kind of crazy. It's great, though. I love it. How did they, like, hire this man? He's got a stitch down his face. Props to the camera angle for that one. Must have been backbreaking. Yeah. Oh, that's so fucking good. That's so fucking good. I can't believe this man just holds his breath in every time he goes outside. He's kind of crazy. He's kind of crazy for that. I'm surprised he didn't let go during this. Oh, no, because he knew it was, like... He knew it was fake. But he did hide like a fucking little baby, so... Oh my god. God, why is he so cool? God damn it. I hope he doesn't, like, I don't know, die later on. They wouldn't do that, right? They don't... I'm pretty sure recurring characters in Ace Attorney are fully safe, right? They don't kill recurring characters. Holy shit, what is this, like, track? My god. Accolades? Oh, yeah. Chess. Mind chess. The true nature of ladders and step ladders. What? Examining both the sword and the shield on the primitive statue with Agent Lang. Oops. I didn't do that. Examining the signpost on the left-hand side of spectator area in AI2. Oh, I guess I didn't do that. Sag. Okay.
Wait, what is this one? Pressing every single one of Eustace's statements and forcing him to correct them all. What? Like, actually, that is not correct. Fix your shit. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that. Whatever the hell happens next. I can't wait to see that bitch. That bitch affectionate. Because she looks so fucking cool. Gavel! Like, oh, Verity Gavel. What a fucking name. It sounds like a drag queen name. And it's great. I love it. It's great. Okay. Yeah, but that will come later. Next time, I mean. And, you know, hopefully we actually get to use Little Thief again. I don't know if that returns. I imagine so with Kay, right? It's gotta. It was also like a sick part. I wonder if they're gonna have... No, Mind Chess is the new thing for the second game, so I doubt there's anything else. But yeah. I guess we'll see Verity Gavel next time because she's cool as shit. She's got a big gavel and she serves, you know, slay and whatever. All right, thank you all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow on Twitch with TCG Card Shop Simulator, and I'll be back with this game next week. All right, bye-bye. See you all then.